Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2018 Blavatnik National Awards for Young Scientists. The President of Stanford University, Dr. Marc Tessier-Lavigne.
As a research scientist myself, I know how crucial the early years are for young scientists as they set up their labs and overcome the myriad obstacles on their way. That experience deepened my personal conviction that we need to do much more in our society to celebrate and to support young scientists at the early stages of their career, which is exactly what the Blavatnik Awards have set out to do. Since the awards began in 2007, they've honored 249 young scientists and engineers from 44 countries across 6 continents. This year's 31 national finalists hail from 9 different countries, ranging from Slovenia to Singapore. In fact, 45% of this year's honorees are immigrants. I feel a special bond with all of them as an immigrant myself. Welcome, Blavatnik finalists, and congratulations again to each and every one of you. 3 laureates have been chosen, 1 each in the life sciences, physical sciences and engineering, and chemistry. These 3 Blavatnik laureates each receive an award of $250,000, and to our knowledge, these are the largest unrestricted prizes ever awarded to early career scientists. The 2018 Blavatnik National Awards laureate in life sciences, Dr. Janelle Ayres.
I'm very honored to be here tonight to be named the 2018 Blavatnik laureate in the life sciences. My research is grounded on a deceptively simple question. I want to understand, if you contract an infectious disease, what dictates if you're going to remain healthy and survive, or if you're going to become sick and die from the challenge? As boosting the cooperative defense system could be an alternative to antibiotics, a way to treat infections without creating antibiotic-resistant bacteria and ensure survival of the patient.
The 2018 Blavatnik National Awards laureate in physical sciences and engineering, Dr. Sergei V.
We are now at position perfectly to make a next big leap in the nanotechnology when we can harness the power of microscopy to build materials one atom at a time. I would really like to thank New York Academy of Science, Blavatnik Family Foundation, and Len Blavatnik himself. So science now is a very diversified community which goes in the 100 directions at the same time, which has kind of become more and more split. And I think that awards like this really makes a lot to bring science back together. And I really appreciate this opportunity, and it means a lot for me and people that work with me.
The 2018 Blavatnik National Awards laureate for chemistry, Dr. Neal Devaraj.
Just as life evolved from the simple to the complex, our science is also evolving. And although we started simply by asking questions about lipids in a test tube, we are now exploring how we can control and modify lipids in an organism. And this, I think, is a real testament to the fact that basic science can accelerate our progress on important applied problems that were previously intractable. This is an incredible honor, and I want to thank Mr. Blavatnik and the Blavatnik Family Foundation for their generous support and this wonderful celebration of science.
If you look out 10 to 15 years in your field, broadly understood, what do you see as the great opportunities? What do you predict will happen in the field?
I think the next 50 years of, I'm going to go beyond 10 to 15, I'm going
go for it.
50,
Yep.
is to put the body back together again and study how our physiologies are interacting with each other, and that includes our microbiota and how environmental factors are affecting communication between our different physiologies, and in both disease states, but also understanding what it means to be healthy.
We're interested in trying to create materials that mimic life. But in order to get there, we have to have a much better understanding of how do abiological materials interface with biological materials.
As a scientist, now I use essentially the same technologies as I did 15 years ago. And I think that introduction of these tools that allow you to communicate with the rest of the scientific world can be shared with the community of people who are interested in it.
So processing large amounts of data and making them interpretable and sharing them with
Yes.
others simultaneously. In your view, how can we better impress to the public the importance of science?
The biggest problem with the public and their impressions of science is we're communicating to them the discoveries that are made in science, and we're not communicating to them the process.
And I'd ask we raise our glasses to your great work, to the success of the laureates, and above all, to science. Cheers.